tablet PC versus the laptop PC, the pros and cons. This is going to be deciding on what you buy. Really depends on what you're going to use it for. So the need to replace an older Windows 10 computer, that was my situation. I've been using a 17-inch, remember those 17-inch HP Entertainment laptop as my music computer for over 10 years, and it is now time to replace it. This is the computer where I keep my extensive music MP3 audio file collection, as well as some of my music videos. This laptop is large enough to hold 2 hard drives, and compared to today's slim laptops, is heavy and bulky. It originally came with Windows 7 and now runs Windows 10, but is obviously not eligible for Windows 11. The time to replace this trusty old HP laptop has arrived. So here was my decision-making process. When in the market for a new computer, I typically do not buy a brand new one, but instead opt to purchase refurbished or a used model 1 to 4 years old that is in good to excellent condition. This result is a substantial savings over the cost of a new unit. Now, most of the time I look at eBay first to see what's available. For the first time, I decided to look at computers that function both as a tablet and a laptop. After doing my typical research, I decided on a Microsoft Surface Pro 7 Plus. So this is the eBay purchase I made. Microsoft Surface Pro 7 Plus. That was an improvement over the Surface Pro 7. It has an i5 11th generation processor, 8 gig of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage capacity, and it's running Windows 10 Pro. And the comment is that it's an excellent physical and working condition, good battery AC, adapter included. Now, just to be on the safe side, I purchased a 1-year protection plan should this device require service. My logic is if something is going to go wrong with the unit, it will most likely occur in the first year I have it. So the reasons why this eBay purchase made sense to me. The seller has a 97% positive rating. High ratings like this are an important consideration when buying from a stranger who lives thousands of miles away. The purchase included the type cover, which is also known as the keyboard, as well as the AC adapter. Now these, to me, are necessary extras, and they're often not included with used devices. So this 3-year-old Surface Pro 7 Plus was running Windows 10 Pro, even though it was capable of Windows 11, which made me think the previous owner was not a heavy user of this device, otherwise he or she would have upgraded. I made the upgrade to Windows 11 version 24H2 without any issues. Now here's some of the reasons for my consideration of the Surface Pro 7 Plus. Unlike many other laptops or tablets, all Surface Pro devices come with a facial recognition camera that will scan my face to unlock the device using Windows Hello. In other words, a passkey instead of a password. Now, the Surface Pro 7 Plus was released in 2021 during the COVID epidemic with enhanced features over the Pro 7, specifically geared for the business and educational markets that would be working from home. And the Surface Pro 7 was the first model in this series with a USB-C port that was on my must-have list. So a 2-in-1 hybrid, advantages over a traditional laptop. It has the 2-in-1 versatility. It can be used either as a tablet or a laptop. They are typically lighter and more compact to transport and use. They have stylus support for drawing, note-taking, and other creative tasks. And then tablets tend to boot up quickly for speedier access to files. Now, there are disadvantages over a traditional laptop. And I didn't know of any offhand, so I asked Copilot for some help here, and this is the response I got from Copilot. For performance, Copilot said, while powerful, it may not match the performance of some laptops for very intensive tasks. and battery life generally offers shorter battery life compared to other laptops, though still sufficient for most tasks. Now, my personal reasons for this choice: I like the flexibility to use this computer as a tablet, because there are times when a keyboard is not needed, such as viewing photos or listening to music. Then having the ability to remove the keyboard during these sessions, that was a positive for me, a pretty big positive. Now, some more reasons for this particular unit. The small rectangle at the bottom left allowed me to insert a SIM card to use LTE cell service connectivity when Wi-Fi is not available. And then the large rectangle at the bottom right gives easy access to the solid state drive, which is configured so it can be replaced by the owner. Now, there are times when taking notes with a stylus is a better option than using a keyboard. Microsoft Word, OneNote, and PowerPoint all can convert handwritten notes to typed text. Now, we all know that thinner devices these days, the thinner they get, the fewer connecting ports they have. So there's limited connectivity with this unit. There's only a USB-A and a USB-C, along with a power connector on that one side. So I've purchased a hub, and that converts to 6 ports with 2 USB-A, 1 USB-C, a standard SD and a micro SD, and an HDMI. So this has allowed me to add a 1 terabyte micro SD card for the additional storage capacity that I'll need. Smaller gets the job done. What a comparison, huh? Look how far we've come. Out with the old and in with the new. So my conclusion: when using a tablet is better than a laptop, and when it is not. It's from the better point of view, it has the portability, typically lighter and more compact than laptops, the versatility, touch screens and stylus support, entertainment, watching videos, reading ebooks, music listening. When it's not better, yes, in general, tablets are not suitable for heavy multitasking, although the Surface Pro line can be ordered with i7 processors and up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. So my purchase isn't intended to be used when traveling or for home entertainment audio needs, leaving my desktop for more demanding requirements. But going forward, if you're looking for a new computer device, give a tablet a consideration. It may be what you're looking for. Thank you, and the end.
Empowering seniors, how Miss A can transform your daily life. Welcome to a world where technology enhances your golden years. Amazon's Miss A is here to make your life easier, more connected, and more enjoyable. Let's explore how this remarkable assistant can transform your daily routine. I'm Hewie Poplock. As you can tell, I am substituting Miss A for her name so I don't set off all of your devices. Meet Miss A, your new digital companion. Miss A is Amazon's clever virtual assistant. It's like having a friendly, knowledgeable helper right in your home. Miss A can make your life easier and more fun in ways you never imagined. What can Miss A do? It can play music. Ask Miss A to play your favorite tunes or discover new artists. Set reminders. Never miss an appointment or medication with Miss A's reminders. Make calls. Stay connected with loved ones through hands-free calling. And control smart home. Adjust lights, thermostats, and more with just your voice. How Miss A makes life easier. Hands-free convenience. No need to fumble with buttons or screens. Just speak your request. 24/7 availability. Miss A is always ready to help day or night. And personalized assistance. Miss A learns your preferences and adapts to your needs over time. Getting started with Miss A. Choose your device. Select an Echo device that fits your needs and budget. Set up Wi-Fi. Connect your Echo to your home internet network. Download the app. Install the Miss A app on your smartphone or tablet. And then start talking. Say Miss A to wake her up, and then ask your question or give a command. Miss A for health and safety. Medication reminders. Miss A can remind you to take your medications on time, every time. Emergency assistance. Ask Miss A to call for help if you're in distress. Fall detection. Some Alexa devices can detect falls and automatically alert emergency contacts. Health tracking. Monitor your sleep activity and more with Miss A compatible devices. Staying connected with Miss A. Video calls. See and talk to loved ones with Miss A enabled devices with screens. And that's the Amazon Show. Voice messages. Send and receive voice messages to stay in touch asynchronously. Shared lists. Create and share shopping lists or to-do lists with family members. Fun with Miss A. Games and trivia. Challenge your mind with Miss A's wide range of games and trivia. Recipes and cooking. Get step-by-step cooking instructions and set timers hands-free. Audiobooks and stories. Enjoy your favorite books read aloud by Miss A. The Amazon Echo Wake Words and Voices. Customize your Echo experience with wake words and voices. Here are some of the wake words. The default wake word is Miss A, and it's the most popular choice. You can also use Amazon, which is a brand-focused option for company loyalists. The word computer, sci-fi inspired choice for tech enthusiasts. And then 4, Echo, device-centric option for simplicity. I have 2 devices in my house, and I use choice 1 and choice 4 for their names, so I give them different names. I have 2 Echo Dots. That's the one at the top and in the middle. I also have an auto echo that's in my car. That's the one on the bottom. And then the original Echo, that's the long tubular one. And I purchased that in 2015, but replaced it with the Echo that's on the top. Voice choices. You can have Miss A, which is a default female voice, clear and friendly. Or you can have a male voice. It's called Ziggy. And it's an option for variety, or if you're more comfortable, having a male voice. And then celebrity voices, which are no longer available, but they once featured some famous personalities. Embracing the future with Miss A. Start small, begin with the basic commands, and gradually explore more features. Expand your skills, add new Alexa skills to enhance your experience. Connect devices. Integrate smart home devices for a fully connected living space. And enjoy the journey. Discover new ways Miss A can improve your life every day. Here are some examples of Miss A. 1, the weather. Echo, what is the weather?
The current weather is 76 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has clouds and showers, with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 52 degrees.
You can also ask for humidity. Echo, what's a humidity?
Currently, the humidity is 78%.
How about the time someplace else where you need to call or connect with somebody? Find out what the time is there. Echo, what time is it in Manila?
In Manila, it's 11:31 p.m.
Echo, add spaghetti to my shopping list.
Spaghetti added to your shopping list.
Echo, what's on my shopping list?
You have 7 items on your shopping list. Here are the 5 most recent: spaghetti, clam sauce, pudding, jello, and ginger. Would you like to hear your last 2 items?
No.
Okay.
So not only can you add to your shopping list, you can also ask what your shopping list is. When you go to the store, you take out your phone, or what I do is take out my phone and look at the app, and the shopping list is there, and I can check off the items as I pick them up, and then it takes them off the list. How about a joke? Echo, tell me a joke.
What do you call a cow with a twitch? Beef jerky.
What do you call a cow with a twitch? Beef jerky. Not a funny, but it's a joke. Echo, set a timer for 5 seconds.
5 seconds, starting now.
Echo, remind me to take my pills at 10:39 a.m.
Okay, I'll remind you at 10:39 a.m. Hewie, here is your reminder. Take my pills. Hewie, here is your reminder. Take my pills.
Echo, call 407-614-2.
I can only call phone numbers from your Alexa to phone contact list. Would you like to add 407-614-2 to your list?
Yes.
1-407-614-2.
You can hear it ringing in the background and on the phone as well, because it was a phone in my house, but it works. Empowering seniors. How Miss A can transform your daily life. I'm Hewie Poplock.
Hey, Huey and everybody. Yes, we love our Miss A. She's become just second nature around here. Technology is wonderful. Today's topic about Google Photos is editing, but first I want to show you a picture that Ron sent me. And if you want to look at it on your own, all you need to do is go to a computer browser and geeksontour.com and slash TFS for Tech for Senior, TFS. And I've put his picture on here. Now, Ron sent me this picture saying, this is a wonderful picture. I think he called it a perfect picture. Is there any way to improve on a perfect picture? So I took it as a challenge. I added a little bit of HDR, a little bit of pop, and a little bit of vignette. So you can see this is his original photo, and this is how I improved it. I I think that's nice, and it's just a couple of clicks, and you will learn how in this video. Take pictures that look like the top row of this slide. They're dark, they're crooked, they just don't look good. I want to show you how in just a couple of clicks, you can make them look bright and beautiful like the ones on the bottom. All sorts of programs can do this. I'm going to show you Google Photos. And know that Google Photos actually comes in 3 versions. There's the app for the Android, the app for the iPhone, and there's the web version on the computer. Also know that Google Photos is changing all the time. So depending on when you're watching this video, your screen might look a bit different. Just hunt for the different buttons. What I'm teaching you here will still be valid. You just need to find where they've moved the buttons. So I want to start by taking a photo. I'm going to use my iPhone and just take a photo of Jim and me here. All right. And I'm going to edit that photo just using the phone. The first thing to know is to go to look at the photo. You might be tempted to stay on the camera and just tap this little miniature in the corner. But no, if you do that, you're looking at the Apple photos, the editing that came with your phone native. That's not what we're using. Google Photos is an app that you must install on the iPhone. So after you take a picture, go back out to your home screen and use the Google Photos. This is the Apple Photos that I'm referring to, the native one. I'm going to open Google Photos, and there is that picture I just took. Now, how could I make that better? Let's see. There's a lot of clutter in this. How about if we crop it just to my face? I tap on the Edit button, that's down at the bottom, and then crop. And then I can just drag the corners so it's just my face, and I save. You have a choice of save or save a copy. I don't like making copies, so I just save. However, what if I decide, I do want Jim back in this picture? All you have to do is go back into Edit, and then there is a revert option, and you save, and it's back to the original. Now, how about those pictures that were dark and crooked? Here they are, but I would rather work with the big screen of the computer. So let's show you how to do that. On a computer, there is no software for Google Photos. You just go to the website, photos.google.com, or you can search for Google Photos and you'll find it. As long as you are signed in with the same account here as you were on the phone, you will be seeing the same pictures. Notice there's the picture I just took. And here is that dark one of the deer. You have pretty much the same editing tools on the computer as you did on the phone. You just have to click on this button. As you hover over it, you'll see that it says edit. And this picture just needs to be brightened. That is generally works by just clicking this suggestion. Notice the first option here is suggestions. Enhance. Oh, I like it. That's great. I just click save. Now let's look at the next picture. This one, which is crooked. You fix that with the crop and rotate tool. You still have to go to edit first. And then the tools that are up here are suggestions, crop and rotate, tools, adjustments, filters, and markup, a whole bunch of them. I encourage you to just explore. I'm just going to show you basics in this one. Crop and rotate is how you straighten a photo. That is click and hold on the 0 right below the photo. As soon as you click, you'll see a grid pop up. Then you just drag left and right until it looks straight. Now I also want to crop out some of the road. So I'll just grab a corner handle here and bring it in. I like that, but it looks a little muddy. I wonder if enhancing would help. I'll click back on these suggestions and enhance. That made it a little bit bluer, but it's still a little mushy. I want to show you one of my favorite tools called Pop. You tap on this adjustments, and there's all sorts of them. Just play with them. I particularly like Pop. If I drag the slider over, notice what happens. It just, goes from muddy to sharp. It just pops. I like that. If I want to see what the original looked like, I click and hold, and you see how muddy it is. Then I click, I like it, I click save. One more, how about these lovely ladies? And we can't even see their faces, they're so dark. But if I brighten the whole picture, that sky is going to be completely washed out. Here's what you do. Edit, and then adjustments. And I only want to brighten the shadows. That's what this option called shadows is for. I drag the slider over to the right and it brightens our faces without washing out the sky even further. It's a little muddy. How do I fix that? Pop. Drag pop over and we've sharpened up a bit. I can click and hold to see the original, let go to see my edited version. I like it. I click save. Now, this next picture I want to edit is I love this picture of me and Jim on the beach, but what are these people back here? I could crop them out, but then I've cropped out part of the sunset. There is a feature in Google Photos called Magic Eraser, which will remove them, but it's only available on the mobile app. So I'm going to go back to my phone. And first of all, notice that the edits I made on the computer are showing on the phone. They synchronize. These photos are stored in the web, and when you work with them on the website or on the phone, they synchronize with each other. So here is that photo with the people in the background. I want to use Magic Eraser. Edit, Tools, and Magic Eraser. It investigates the photo and it suggests, maybe I want to get rid of these people. See how they're highlighted? All I have to do is tap Erase All, and now, this was taken in the Bahamas, and I would like to have the Bahamas written on there. There is a tool called Markup and Text, but this is one that is only available on the Android app. And once again, you have to make sure you're using the Google Photos app, not the Samsung Gallery app. So I go to Google Photos, I find that photo that has been edited. So notice even on the Android, and I did the removal on the iPhone, those people are gone. So here's that photo on my Samsung. I tap Edit, and now I have to find the markup tool. Now that you have to scroll way over. There's suggestions, crop, tools, adjust, filters, and there's markup. Now I don't want to draw on it. I want text. And I type Bahamas. And then I tap, when I'm done typing, I tap outside of it. Now I can move that wherever I want. I could also change the color. It has to be up to change the color. I think I like the blue. And I'll put it over here. I might need to resize it a little bit. That's the two fingers there. And when I like it, I tap done and then save copy. And that's your only choice when you're doing some of these editing tools require you to save a copy. If you want, you could go back and delete the original now. I'm not going to worry about it. So that's how you make your photos look better. Do not be satisfied with the photo that you took when just a couple of taps or clicks can make it beautiful.